So, hi, I'm Mark and I'm passionate about English, and today's mini lesson I'm going to be interviewing another old friend of mine, Lynn. Although I never call her Lynn, I have a lot of nicknames for her and she has a lot of nicknames for me. Roysy, Lindy Roy, all kinds of things. A nickname is when, hi Lynn.
Hi.
What's
hello.
the nickname?
A nickname is something that you call someone, it's a kind of pet name if you like, something like that happened in the past that you're associated with. For instance, another of my nicknames is Lindy Lime, Lime Tree, and it came about because someone thought I was a bit of a tree hugger. Yes, and then I became Lindy Lime Tree.
Okay.
Bit strange, I know, but
okay, so we've known each other quite a long time, 13, 14
something
years,
like that, yeah,
and we've been good friends ever since.
Yeah.
Except one time I kicked you out my house when you were renting
Being
a
bit
room
annoying.
there. Yeah. Okay, so and what do you do at the moment?
I work in a doctor's surgery, a GP surgery, and I'm an administrator.
An administrator?
Yeah.
Dealing with patients?
Yeah, quite a lot. But I also do a lot of paperwork for the doctors.
Okay. And that's not every day though, is it?
No, I work 4 days a week.
4 days a week.
Yeah.
Okay. And two kind of interesting things. I mentioned in one mini lesson that your brother, who is quite wealthy, lives in Baden-Powell's
Old house.
Old house.
Yes, he does, yeah.
And Baden-Powell is who?
He's the leader of the Scout movement.
Well, he died, but he's the founder.
Yeah.
He started.
He's the founder, yeah.
He started
that's right.
up the Scout movement.
Yeah, which is quite a big organisation. I think it's worldwide actually now.
Yeah, definitely. And the other kind of interesting thing to say, I think, is how did you end up in Bournemouth? Because where are you from?
I'm from Bolton originally, which is in Lancashire. It's in the north of England.
Yeah.
Well, back, when I was 7 years old, which was quite a little while ago, my dad used to do the football pools, which is something that people did in those days, not so much now. Yeah. And he won quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think it was £3,000, which back in those days was a lot. Yeah. And they decided, he and my mum, that they would buy a guest house in Bournemouth, in Westbourne. Yeah, so that's how I came to live in the south.
And football pools, so it's basically when you choose the matches that are going to be a draw, isn't it?
That's right.
0-0 or 1-1 or 2-2.
Yeah.
And if you get a lot of them or all of them right, you can win a lot of money. And it's just reminded me of something you told me a long time ago. When the hotel was full,
yes,
you didn't have a room anymore.
No.
So where did you sleep?
I slept in the bathroom, which it had like a big board which would come down over the bath, and then I would have to put a mattress and all my bedding on top of that and sleep every night in the bathroom. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's move on to some. Oh no! Just before we move on to the idioms, I hadn't seen, because I haven't been here for a month or two, and there's a lot of stuff going on behind me.
Yes.
What's
the vegetable patch?
Yeah.
I'm very proud of my vegetable patch, and I put the growth of it down to manure, horse manure.
Horse manure.
Yeah.
Horse shit.
Horse shit. Yes.
But we say manure to be more polite, don't we?
That's right. Yeah. A friend of mine got some, and he dug it all in for me, which was really good of him. And now I've got lots of vegetables.
Oh, so what have you got?
Oh, runner beans, cabbage, broccoli, corn on the cob, Swiss chard, celery.
Wow. Squash,
beetroot.
Carrots.
Yeah, carrots. Yeah, potatoes.
Potatoes, I can see.
Yeah. And curly kale. I think that's about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So and have you started eating some of it?
Oh yeah. It's really good.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to ask you some idioms
Right.
to do with communicating.
Okay.
So the first one is and if you can give an example, that's great. To get it off your chest, or get something off your chest.
Right. To get it off your chest is when you have something that you want to say to someone. It might be a little bit difficult. Maybe you've had some kind of a disagreement or something that's been irritating you about the other person, and it's taken you a while to actually pluck up the courage
Oh yeah,
to
that's a good one.
get it off your chest.
Pluck up the courage, find the courage, isn't it?
Find the courage,
Yeah.
yes, sorry. It really is quite difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
But you feel so much better when it happens.
Yeah.
Because you get it off your chest, you actually are able to move on and you let it go.
And it's a relief.
It's a relief, yeah.
So essentially it's something you need to say to somebody, which is, like you said, difficult. And when you do it, you feel much better.
Feel much better, yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know whether some people say this about talking to me, and maybe you've said it. I can't get a word in edgeways.
Ah, yes.
And I used to be such a shy boy.
I can't believe that. Can't get a word in edgeways means when you find it really difficult to be able to talk back to someone, because all they want to do is talk.
Yeah.
They want to take the majority of the conversation and make it into something about themselves. So you find it difficult to actually get a word in edgeways.
Well, yes, some people do accuse me of that, but I would also say it's up to you.
True, so you have to interrupt.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, I understand. I mean, most two-way conversations, it's a case of I speak and then I listen, and and that's how a conversation goes. But there are some people who really are difficult to shut up, really.
And also,
and
we can say they rabbit on.
Yeah, that's right.
So the animal rabbits, it means they just can't stop talking.
Can't stop talking. They've got a lot to say, so they keep on saying it.
Yeah.
And it's fine, but sometimes it can be a little irritating if you feel like you're not being heard.
Yeah. Point taken. Okay. How about? I don't know. Maybe you could use an example of your boss at the surgery, like talking to a brick wall.
Right. Talking to a brick wall means that you don't feel like you're getting any response from the person that you're trying to talk to.
Yeah.
You feel like whatever you're saying is not really being heard.
Yeah.
So it is like talking to a brick wall.
Yeah. So yes, it's not like a person.
No, that's right. It's not someone who's actually giving you anything back.
Yeah. And I've just thought of another expression related to that. If someone is stonewalling you.
Now that's one I've not really come across.
Well, actually,
very
now
much.
I say it, no, it's not that common. But I think basically they're kind of ignoring you. I'll check that up actually, because basically I only teach useful idioms and expressions, and perhaps stonewalling isn't so useful.
That's
I
right. It's not one that I come across very often.
Okay, what if I say to you, I tell you something, but I say don't breathe a word of this?
Right, okay. So whatever you're telling me is something that you don't want me to pass on to anyone else.
Yeah.
It's a secret, really.
Yeah.
It's something that, although you're happy to tell me,
Yeah.
you don't want me to broadcast it or to
share.
Okay. To tell
and
anyone
another,
else.
let me see if you can guess the next word. If I say keep...
Stumm.
Okay,
No,
keep stumm, which is kind of a jerk, I don't know, but also keep
quiet? Or
keep mum.
Oh, keep mum, sorry,
We say
yes.
keep mum means don't tell anyone.
They all mean the same,
Yeah.
really, yeah.
Okay, how about beating around the bush?
Right, okay, so quite often beating around the bush can be to do with not actually wanting to say something.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm portraying right now, actually. No, beating around the bush is not actually getting to the point of the conversation. It's diverting with other things, but not actually getting to the point.
Because maybe you're scared, or you find it difficult to say it, or you're just not very good at getting to the point.
Getting to the point, that's right. So you can say that you're waffling. That's another
waffling,
word that people use. and it's, as I say, a little bit like I am now. I feel like I'm waffling a bit and beating around the bush.
Yeah, I say, yeah, okay, in a way, you didn't give, well,
Direct
an
answer.
exact, clear explanation,
No,
but
no.
that's not because you don't want to. It's often with beating around the bush when you kind of avoid getting to the point, don't you?
Yeah,
Whereas that's not really what you're doing, but, yeah,
That's
okay.
right, yeah.
How about, maybe I like one of your friends,
Right. Yeah.
and I say, could you put in a good word for me?
Right, okay, so this is, you've almost explained it already.
Yes.
So if you see someone that you like, and you know the friend of the person,
Yeah.
then if you say, oh, go and put a good word in for me, it's so that this person will show you in a good light. It
Yeah.
will, maybe give them a hint that you like them.
Yeah. And also I'm sort of asking you to say something nice about me.
Yes, yeah.
So they will feel good.
Yes, yeah.
towards
So
me.
hopefully they will reciprocate.
Yeah. But it could also be at work, couldn't it?
Oh yes, yeah. That's
Um,
right. Put a good
put a good word in, or put
Yeah.
in a good word. So
Yeah.
if, let's say we're working together, and I want to get a new job or do some other type of work, and I say, could you put in a good word for me?
Yes, well, it's almost like a verbal reference. It's
Yeah.
like, saying he's a good guy and he can
Yeah.
do this job, and give him a go. Just putting a good word in, it's just putting you in a good light.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, how about, well, this is very similar to another one we had, don't breathe a word of this. It's so just between you and me, or just between me and you. Yeah, we
Yes,
say both,
yeah,
don't we?
Yes, yeah. Well, it's just between you and me is what it says on the can, sort of thing.
Yeah. Or on the tin.
Or on the tin.
Yeah.
No, it's saying that you don't want this to go any further. You don't want whatever
Yeah.
you're being told to go
Yeah.
to anyone else.
So again, it's a secret. Well, not a secret, but please don't tell anyone
yes,
else.
That's right. Yeah.
How about I heard it on the grapevine, and that's a very famous
It's
song.
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye, I think.
Yeah.
I heard it on the grapevine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's like a rumour. It's like heard it on the grapevine is something that you've heard about someone or something, and you try to pass it on.
Yeah.
And it can sort of gather momentum, I suppose, if you heard it on the grapevine, because you don't always get the truth. You don't always get the whole truth of what's been told, but you pass it on all the same.
Yeah. But it's kind of like you heard something that's might be true, but may not be completely true, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
So, but if I split up with my girlfriend and you said, I heard it on the grapevine that Mark's split up.
That's right. Then I would have heard it from someone else. I wouldn't have heard it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, we've done that one
Oh,
before.
right.
Yeah, I didn't tell you. You heard it from someone.
Yes, and you're not sure if it's true or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, great. How about this? Can you talk the hind legs off a donkey?
Well, possibly.
Let me just say, the hind legs are the back legs.
Yeah. It's someone who talks a lot. It's someone who talks. I don't know why they say talks the hind legs off a donkey, but it is someone who just is a real big chatterbox, and he doesn't pause for breath, just keeps going.
Yeah. Okay, let's just do a few more. Well, actually, one of them on the next page is straight from the horse's mouth. How about at work, your boss says, "Can I have a quick word with you?"
Yes. Well, it's the sort of thing that makes you feel a little bit anxious, because you know that he wants to talk to you about something that perhaps you've done wrong, or something that he's not quite happy about.
Yeah.
So therefore, having a quick word is a little bit scary.
And so it is a short conversation,
Yes,
but it
yeah.
often would be telling you off, or
It could be, yeah.
or something
yeah.
a bit serious, which is why
why you
were a bit
feel
worried.
a bit anxious. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe here's one. Perhaps we're going on a bit now.
Right. Because perhaps we're labouring the point. Maybe we're going over things a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Maybe we're talking way too much about what, we could actually say things in a lot less words.
Yeah.
So we're sort of
But the point of this actually is is not just to explain these expressions, as I've said before in the mini lessons, but to see people talking naturally.
well, absolutely, yeah.
But perhaps the opposite of that would be to get straight to the point.
Right.
So I ask you, what does this mean?
Yes. And I have to get straight to the point and answer you with a direct answer, instead of beating around the bush. Instead of talking and waffling too much, I have to get straight to the point of whatever it is that you've asked me.
Yeah.
So to answer your question.
Yeah. Or it could be again at work. Let's get straight to the point. In a meeting, let's get straight to the point. Let's not talk about other things.
That's right. Let's not.
All right, and I think one more to finish.
Okay.
Would you say we are on the same wavelength?
Yes. Yes. I mean, to be on the same wavelength means that you understand each other, and that perhaps you have the same sense of humour.
Yeah.
You find the same things enjoyable.
Yeah.
You're just on the same wavelength, like a radio is a wavelength.
Yeah. So we're here's another one.
sync.
We're in tune with each
In
other.
tune,
In
yes,
tune, yeah.
in tune, yeah.
So you're not singing some notes and I'm singing others. We're singing from the
From
same
hymn book.
hymn sheet.
Oh, hymn sheet. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not an expert.
So that's fantastic. I think we'll wrap it up now.
Okay.
And thank you ever so much, Lynn. That was very clear explanations.
Good. I'm very pleased. That's because we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Like two peas in a pod.
Oh, like two peas in a pod. That's another one where
That's a vegetable idiom.
Yeah, we had that with the mini lesson with Hayley, where you're just very similar or on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Okay, see you in the next mini lesson. Thanks for today, and bye for now.
Bye bye.